You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Table for One. Today we are playing Oh My Socks, which is a very fun set collecting game made by the people you see down there. But it's also another mod made by Malix with 2X's. This is a complete convenient coincidence, not a convenience. This is a coincidence. I just happened to see this game while I was out at a local game store. And I was like, oh, that looks fun. I want to make sure I like it before I buy it. So I figured, hey, let me test it on tabletop. And guess what? They had it. And it's by Malix again. So congratulations to showing up back to back on the old Cheery TV channel, Malix X. I'm sure you are aware of this and are very proud. But hey, you know what? To play this game, it's very, very simple. All you're going to do is shuffle the cards. However, when you shuffle them, you want to keep 10 on the bottom. And you're going to want to shuffle in this beautiful little washing machine card, which marks the end of the game. We're going to shuffle that into the last 10 cards of the deck. So that we don't know exactly when it's going to happen at the end of the game, but it's going to happen towards the end of the game. So now the entire stack is ready. There's 67 cards, and you can tell what the cards are mainly by what you got going on here. Your main purpose in this game is to be gathering socks to create sets of socks, which you would then use to score points as long as you have sets of them, and it'll make sense because I'm about to explain it right now. So on your turn, you're going to draw 2 cards. So I've drawn an 8 and a 9. The number on the card indicates how many of that sock there are in the deck. So there's 11, 11, 10, 10s, 9, 9s, 8, 8s, etc., etc. You only score those cards if you get a second one of the same number, or at least an even number of the same number. So if I draw this 8, let's say I draw the 8, it's worth 2 points. That's what the stars are. So you only gain the stars if you actually create pairs at the end of the game. And then the other card you didn't take gets passed to the player to your left or right, depending on what the arrow is on the card. So this one is a 9, and it's going to the player to the left. So then this player would gain the 9. And then turn passes to the next person, and they do the exact same thing. And we do this over and over and over again until the end of the game, where you're going to score your points. There are some special cards and some special actions, which you can see down here. This one is a rescue action, which lets you take one sock from someone else's hand and put it into yours. But it also has to be the only sock of that type in their collection. It could be any of the players as well. So as long as someone's only got one sock, you can rescue that sock to try to make a pair for yourself. There's also other actions you can see on the little board here. This is the gift action. You can take a sock card off the top of the deck and just secretly hand it to another player. They don't get to see what it is until the end of the game, so you might screw over the points, but you might also help them out at the end of the game. Who knows? There's also a single super sock, which is this guy right here on the back of every card. That counts as a miscellaneous extra sock towards whichever pile you choose to put it on, so you can try to gain some more points with it, try to create some piles. But let's say at the end of the game, you wind up with an even amount of a certain type of sock. That sock will score all the points, which are the stars, on the card. So if I get a second 8 with no points, I'll get 2 points for my 8s. But if I were to get, let's say, 3 socks, 5 socks, any amount of odd number socks in any of these piles, none of them get scored at all. And as long as they are even, which means they have pairs, which means they are socks you can properly wear in the universe without getting scolded for it, then you will gain a ton of points that way. And that's also at the end of the game, you reveal your gifts, so you get to see if you're good or you're screwed. And that's pretty much the game. The game ends once that washing machine card is drawn. So it's got its own little timer baked into it, which is just lovely. It's a very simple, very quick game, and I didn't explain it very well. I never do, but hey, you're about to watch us play it, so it's gonna be pretty easy. Us being me, myself, and I, we're gonna be doing a 3-player setup. We're going to be doing this guy, this guy, this guy, and we'll see how it goes. So let's get into Oh My Socks, shall we? I love a simple, good time-having game. So yeah, again, we're going to be doing a 3-player setup because 2-player is a little different. So I want the full experience. I'm going to be doing a 3-player setup, and we're going to be playing for the best. This is one of those games. It's not like a hidden game. Like I don't have to hide my turns. So I can really just play this as every single player. I could do a 5-player setup if I was feeling crazy. But we're going to do 3. And if you guys like it, we can do a 5-player setup. But we're going to start with me. I am the white player. 3 stars on a 4 sock? That's pretty good. So we're going to take that because I don't know why I wouldn't. And it's also a lot rarer. So it's why there's a lot more points involved. Whereas this 9 sock goes to the other player's 9 sock. So I need to get another 4 if I want to actually score those. But maybe I won't. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the only 4 I ever get. Now we're going to be drawing for the blue player. Blue player gets this. Oh, they got the super sock already out. That's kind of crazy. So if they wanted, they could take that and complete their set of 9s. They have to put it in a set that they already have started. So we kind of have to. They could do the 9s, but I don't know if they want to do that on 9s. But if they do, get past it, it's going to go to this other player, yellow player, green or something, whatever the hell that is, lime. And they're going to have it. So it's like they may as well take it. But also 2 points for an 8. I think they're going to do that instead. Even though Super Sock is really good, that gets passed to their right. So they get to hold on to this. The next card that they add to their cards is going to be a pair no matter what. And they can either do 7s or 11s. And you know they're going to do 7s. Have I missed any like special abilities yet? No. Okay, good. So they're going on to the 7s. They're adding to their 7s. So they're currently scoring 2 points off of that 2-star sock. Whereas this 11 gets passed to the right to white player. White player gets get a star though, so maybe it'll be something good. We got 2 7s. And it's either 1-star 7 or a 2-star 7. They already have 7s, so what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna take this 7, which is worth 2 points if I can pair it, and then this 7's gonna go onto their pile of 7s. So now they are worth 3 points if they can get another one, but right now they're worth nothing. And now they get a gift. So now they can take this sock and pass it to whoever the hell they want. This, I will say, is almost always going to be bad. But to make sure it is bad, I'm going to flip a coin for the people who are not white. White is I'll play properly for me, but for them, I think they deserve a little bit of randomness in there. Okay, I don't have a coin save, but I have a xylophone. So we're going to flip the xylophone. It's already locked. Okay. Flip the xylophone. Oh, shuffle it. Okay, we're gonna get a coin. I think they have a coin, right? Yes, they have a coin. Fantastic. All right. So heads will be stand still. Heads will be white, and the other blue will be tails. No, no way, no way. What the heck, man? All right, it's heads. My goodness. So this gets passed to me, and I don't get to see it till the very end. That's insane. Okay, well, stop. Just calm down. All right, we're now going to blue, and blue gets either a 9 or a 4. The 4 gets passed to the left, so he's actually going to take this 9 so that he can secure some points, whereas the 4 gets passed over to yellow over here. So now, half of the 4s are drawn. White may not get all the 4s that he needs, or at least the one more 4. Now, ooh, a 2. I mean, if he gets another 2, that's going to be really good. He does, however, get to pass over a gift to them if they do that. I don't think he wants to do that. He's actually going to go for the 5. So while I get a 2, he's doing that. He's getting another gift because he doesn't want the gift to get passed on to him. And it's going to me again. So I got some socks. This is going crazy. Oh, and now white here gets to go. White's got, I mean, he's going to take the 8. Because then this gets passed over to them, and they are now at an odd number, so now they are screwed in terms of that. Let's kind of like if I just do this, if I just sit my camera here, I'll never have to move it ever again. This is fantastic. And then I will get a first player marker. I keep accidentally trying to load games. I've brought Saul Goodman, everybody. Everyone give it up for Saul Goodman. He's going to be smaller than ever, and he's going to be the current player marker, so that way we can keep track of whose turn it is. So currently, I just did something, so now it is Blue's turn. Blue can take a 10 and pass one to the left, or take a 10 and pass one to the right. He's going to pass it. I've got a lot of socks. I think he's going to want to pass to the right, because he's got less socks. So it's not going to... That could be good for me if one of these is a 10. But now we're going to flip. So now this is Yellow's turn. Yellow's got an 8 and an 11. He doesn't want to give this 8 to me, so he's actually going to take the 8 himself and pass him an 11. And now it is White's turn. White gets a 5 2-star and a 9 with a rescue on it. 9 with a rescue does kind of go... Oh, actually, I'm going to do... White definitely takes a 9 with the rescue. So this 5 with 2 stars goes to them. But because they got the rescue, they can take any single sock from anyone else's thing. They're taking the 4. So now their 4s are currently all maxed up, which is insane. Play now goes over to these guys, and now they got either a 6 or a 10. Oh, they have a 10 and they can do a rescue, so they're actually going to take that 10. So now this 6 goes to me, but it's not, well, white. It goes to white. But now they can do a rescue action as well, and they can take this 5 from them over there, and now they got a matching pair of 5s, which is pretty nice. And now play goes to yellow, who can do a gift action again if they want to. And honestly, it does benefit them, but it also gives them a 6 pair. But either way, no matter what they do here, they're going to give them 3 stars. So they're actually going to take the 8 to make theirs good. And then they also get another gift card. So who is it going to go to? This time it's going to blue. Okay, he's not giving them all a white, which is nice for me. Yay, yay, yay. That's not good for me. This is the one that's actually good for me. So, and also gets us a rescue. This goes to them. And now we can rescue something. We can take this 11, or we're taking the 8. We're taking the 8 from them. Now we got a 4 stars worth of 11s over here. Very, very nice. Whereas blue is going for either a 9. There's going to be double rescues happening here. So it's all the matter what they want. And I think we're going to take a 9 for ourselves because that's going to give them 4 9s, which keeps them handily in there. The 11 now goes to white. So we're going to take his rescue first, and he's going to take, he could take the 2, he's going to take the 2, because he might get another 2. Whereas now I can go, I'm not going to steal that out of principle. There's not a whole lot else I can really steal. So I'm just going, it has to be a single sock. It's either going to be this 10, or this 11, or this 6. And I think I'm just going to take the 10, because I don't want, out of principle, I'm not going to take that one. So there's that. Yeah, we're starting to run low on just single things. So we're starting, these rescues aren't super nice. But here we go. We got double 7s or 3s. We're definitely taking the 7 because that's good for them. And then they give them a 2 3-star, but they don't have another 3. So it's going to be rough to see if they can get that going. But maybe blue can. Maybe blue can do it. Now we have 8s and 9s. We definitely want to take the 9 because it also gives us a gift action. Whereas this 8 now gets passed over to our left. And now with the gift action, we can see that we have an 11. So we're going to pass that over to here because they have an 11. They currently don't have an 11. So we're going to give them the 11 to screw them over. Whereas now we get a triple 3. And they actually get the 3 to match the pair. They could do for the 6 as well, but that is huge getting 2 3s. That's 5 stars worth of 3s. And then this 6 gets passed over to them on the left to yellow, which is just insane. Or to the right to yellow. For them, it's to the right. Where now yellow gets to go with 2 5s. And no matter what, they're going to get the third one. This actually screws over the blue very well. Because they can take any 5, and then the other one has to get passed to them. Look, it's even counting the score over there. We're going to keep the scores in track then. So currently, why does he technically have 0? He's technically got 0 points, but he does have points there. I don't think it counts the super sock as a sock. If I put that there. Oh yeah, it just counts the total amount of the numbers. So yeah, which is good. But honestly, it's really cool that they actually count the score. So right now, things are looking a little grim. White is currently hand over fist winning this. But they at least halted blue for a little moment there. They have a 10 and an 8. We're going to take a 10 just to get 2 more points, whereas this 8 gets past the 11, which does actually give them some points, and it gives them a rescue option. In which they are actually going to take this 6 from them over here. So now they finally have a good amount of points on the board. They're actually in second place now. But I mean, white has such a lead. It's kind of scary. This 9 will ruin them though, and this 11 gives them a potential for a gift, and it gives them a pair. So yeah, we're going to do that. The 9 gets switched over to white, and now they get a gift, and so we're going to keep heads as white. So it's tails, so this goes over to yellow, where now yellow is going to get a turn. We're starting to hit the very last few sections here. They found the 2. They are going to keep the 2 for themselves, and this 11 gets passed to them to screw over their 11, and that way they're not giving them the extra 2. So now it's a race to see who's going to be able to get the 2 from either side there. Whereas we now have an 11 and a 7 for white. White doesn't want to ruin his 7s. He'd rather ruin the 11s. So we're going to do that. And then the 7 goes over there and actually ruins their 7s. So that's actually like best case scenario right there. Whereas they get a 4, which could get past. Oh, you know what? They're going to take this and tank some of their points. But then it tanks over almost half of their score. Now bringing them all pretty close together for the last couple of turns here, which is kind of nuts. And all the 4s, only 1 4 hasn't been played. And we're about to see what happened here. So we got 8s and 10s. He doesn't want to ruin his 8s. He's going to take the 10. This gets passed to his left, which is over here, which gives him a gift action. And he's going to see who that's going to right now. It's going to me. It's going to white. White's not here. Wait, hold on. I'm going to get these out of here. Okay. Actually, that's kind of, I've been cheating by accident. I didn't realize those points actually showed down there. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. This is really bad. This is really bad, y'all. Okay, yellow's the only one who's not been cheating. Currently, these are the points that are in the field. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. We're gonna pretend none of that was happening. We're gonna keep going as if everything's a mystery still. And whose turn is it even now? Okay, he just passed to get, so now it's White's turn. Between the 6s and the 10s, he doesn't want to ruin his 6s. He's gonna give the 10s there, and this 6 is actually gonna go over there and screw him over. And now we move on to here. We're about to start hitting the end of the game. Oh, and it is actually the end of the game. We immediately drew the end game card, the washing machine. All right, everybody. So that was game. That was game. We could probably do another one of these. This is really, really fun. So now we reveal all of our socks, and then we score up. So let's start with blue. Because blue here had another 9, so it actually gives him a good chunk of the 9 points back. He gets 5 points swing from the 9, so he's currently in the lead. Probably not going to last. Yellow here has an 11 and a 4. He had the last 4. Unfortunately, none of that really does anything for him, so he only ends at 9 points. So he's definitely losing. Whereas here we have an 11 to get him right over the hump. Another 11 to get him off the hump. But then another 11 to secure the victory. That was a lot closer than I thought it would have been. Man, that's kind of nuts. Both 2s came out, only 2 3s. I'm amazed that blue did not win this. If they didn't keep throwing 11s to White's way, that could have been anyone's game. We're gonna do one more round though, so let's do that. All right, and here we are, everybody. So we have now the beginning of the game. So White won, so we're gonna say he gets to go first, just because first is the worst, second is the best. Already starting with a 4. Once again, kind of crazy. Already getting those 4 points potentially in there. But now we have blue going for a 9 or a 10. Either way, one is getting passed over to them. They want the one that could maybe offer the most amount of points, which would probably be the 9. Oh, let's see. Now we have yellow also giving something to White as well. That's the thing. A lot of the time, somehow they wind up giving these socks to White, and White's just reaping the benefits. We're going to grab this 6 there, because that's going to be more potential points. 11 and a 3. I mean, listen, we're not gaining a whole lot of pairs right now, but White is definitely the one getting the better cards to start. But he's actually going to take this 10, past the 11 to White, but then he has a rescue option. He's going to snag that 3. If they can be the one holding on to that pair of 3s at the end of the game, that's going to be crazy. Whereas we're actually going to see some points start to tally up here. Very, very nice of them to be so kind like that. White actually gets the double 4, already on 5-point lead. However, giving them 2.6, kind of crazy. But now he also gets a gift option. It's an 11. We're going to pass that over to yellow. It's probably not going to make too much of a difference towards the end of the game, but who knows? Getting another 6, actually insane. Passing this over to yellow, who gets a gift option. So let's do the gift option first. We didn't bring a coin. Gosh darn it. We're going to flip this card. We can't do that. Okay, we're going to grab a coin. Expertly done. Let's make it a little bigger, too. Actually, make it bigger. If we make it bigger, it's going to flip with it's going to mess with the flipping potential. And it's tails, so this card is going over here. And we're going to keep it. Well, I know what this is now, but it's fine. We'll forget about it. Maybe. We're going to keep them towards the top, because then they won't actually count them towards the thing. And then he gets a rescue action, so he can take any sock that's left isolated. He's going to take this 10 from them over there. Just to get some extra points on the thing. Just to see what we're going to do. I was going to take another 6, but I don't think we're going to get more 6s. Oof. And that's unfortunate for them, because now they get the 6s. And now this 8 gets passed over to... Oh, but that's good points for them. I don't know if they actually want to do that. I think they're going to play a little more defensively. There's going to be another 6 most likely. And I just think I feel like that just makes the most amount of sense. Another 3 has hit the building, and he's taking it. And then this 7 gets passed on over to him, because he's not letting him have that 3. So now he's just hoping, but they get the card rescue. They give them a 2.5, but they snag that 3. And now they got 4 points and 3s that are unlikely to be given to somebody else, because now no one can steal those 3s from him. The only thing they can do is give him a third 3, and hopefully they won't be able to get anything out of that. Whereas we have here now, they got the 2 points, and now they grab another freaking 9 with another rescue action on it. So now guess what? They're taking the 2, I guess, or the 6. No, they're taking the 2. That's just crazy. That's just crazy stuff there. 8s and 10s, he's gonna grab the 8, he's giving the 10. Okay, Blue is walking away with a lot of socks. And he gets the super sock. He can give himself the super sock onto the 2. Yo, that would be insane. He can give himself a 2 super sock. And he's doing it. We could do the 2, or actually, no, he's gonna go for the 3. He's banking on the fact that the super sock will actually. I didn't actually take in consideration the super sock from before, the 7s. I don't know if the 7s are supposed to score or not. I'm gonna look, and then we'll see if yellow somehow winds up winning. I doubt it, but we'll see. And this goes to them there, because there could be a third 3, and none of them can hold on to that third 3. So he could potentially get a rescue on that third 3, and then he'll have 4 3s in his hand. 7 out of 10. Things aren't looking so good, but he can do this. This 10 goes to, but then 10 goes to them. But you know, it's fine because he's going to steal that 2 back because he doesn't want them to have all those potential points. Lots of 8s, and what was 2.8 is really good. Actually, he might have to do this because that's going to stop them from getting a whole bunch extra points on the 3s. This is getting pretty close. Another rescue action. So they can now take the 6 from here and get a bunch of points from that. So now things are looking great. And he actually drew the other 2, which is nuts. This 10 gets passed over here. So now it's just a race between who can grab that extra 2. Currently, no one can. And at this point, it's just preventing them from getting this extra 5. So they're going to take this one and pass this to their left, which is over here. So there's a lot of potential points just sitting around on the field here for everyone to see. Yeah, we're gonna take that. It doesn't matter too much at the end of the day. They're kind of a dumb idea, but you know it's fine. They get the gift 6 or a regular 6. They're gonna take the gift 6 because then this one gets thrown over to him. Now they get a gift card that we are not going to see who it's going to. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm stop. Okay, it's going to over here again. Let's not hover it over there. And now this goes over here where we have the other 3 is hit the building. And if they don't grab it, it's going to them. So they don't want to take that. And then this 11's going over here. So they're giving them some points, but some defensive plays are happening. They can take this 8, or they have to start thinking for points for themselves, even though they get another rescue, and then they can get the 2. Oh no! Now those 2s are firmly in their hand. This is tough. This is going to be a close game. They get the gift again. They really need another rescue card. There's only 9 of each in the game. They need another rescue in order to make this 3-play work out. Otherwise, they are firmly losing this game. They don't want to lose out on their 10 points, so they're going to take this 9, hope for another 9, as this goes over here. And now they can take this gift card and say, hey, enjoy those 10 points, bozo. And now it is their turn. We're getting very close once again to the end of the game here. A 7 and a 9. The 9 will give them more points overall. The 7 over here. Oh, but the 9, no. But then the 9 gives them. Yeah, it's about the same amount of damage. They may as well just work for themselves here. A 9 or an 11. These bastards. We're gonna take. Yeah. We take the 11. It kills some of our points, but also kills some of theirs. So everyone is currently at 10 points going into almost the last round. They get the rescue! That's crazy. I did not think they were going to get it. I really didn't. So now it's just a matter of they don't. I mean, either way, one of them is going to get some points. They're pissed at them. They do not like yellow. Blue is not a fan of yellow right now. So he's taking that. He's giving this to white, and he's taking that extra 3. So there is a ton of 3s on the field here. He's got, what is that? 7 points worth of 3s. It's not tallying it, so I'll have to remember to tally that because that's actually going to be crazy. As we hit the end of the game here, we're getting close to it. Oh, he also gets a rescue. He can also take a rescue from somebody. He can take the 5. He's taking their 5 though. So very good points. So again, this is still anyone's game, y'all. It's crazy. As we hit another 9 over here, this 10 goes over there. They get a little bit extra points. However, they can now gift a card. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really impact too much, but yeah, I was gonna go to them here. We now flip. Oh, it's still going. Okay, and a 4 isn't it does not help them at all. They need the 7. So that way this 4 goes over there. And they get a gift. And the gift is a 7, which they're going to pass over here. There's still a game happening. Oh, man, the game continues to happen. They don't want to ruin their 11, so they're going to take a 5 there, pass the 11 over here, give them more points, but that still keeps them in the game. Is it still? It's now over. That extra 7 could have been huge. I actually don't know if they get the card. I don't think they would. Game ends immediately, yes. So they don't get this card. They do not get the card at all, and now we are here. White somehow did not get any extra cards, so he's just ending the game with 21 points. He got some 4s, which is nuts. I think the last card must be a 4 then, right? Yeah, so the last card was that extra 4. Dang, man, this is a heated game. This is very, very close. Okay, so I need to remember that this, no matter what, is +3. Oh, it's actually just +7, right? Because, yeah, it's +7, because you're getting rid of all those points. It's actually +7. Whatever they have, it is +7. So let's do yellow first. Yellow gets an 8, so that kicks 2 of their points out, and an 11. Oh, man. They got really screwed over. They were almost in the run at 18 points, and then those gifted socks completely kicked yellow out of the running. So now it's just going to be, will blue succeed here? I'm just getting him out of the frame. Just get him out of the frame. Keep the socks in frame, though. All right, first card is a 5, so he gains an extra boost on the 5s. A 7, so he loses a lot of 7 points. A 10 to lose the 10 points. And an 8. He ends the game with 12 points, which does not beat 21. I cannot believe it. Blue has so many socks, and he doesn't even come close to winning. Dang, that was a tense game. That was a close game. And y'all, that is Oh My Socks. Thank you again, Malix X, for making this mod. Making 2 banger mods. 2 really good mods. Thank you to playing Oh My Socks. People who made it, obviously. Everyone involved there. You can see them on the bottom. Antoine, Theo, Camille, and Helvetique. Thank you so much. If you guys like what you see, it's a very cheap game. But if you like what you see, go ahead and check it out on Tabletop Simulator. Try it yourself. Try it with some of your friends. It's very fun. I'm going to try to get my friends to play this game with me. Like on tabletop. So this is really fun. This is a really, really fun game. But thank you all for tuning in to Table for One. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.